Ya estando la música, ¿ya empieza?
I love micheladas.
Hey everybody, welcome to the I Love Micheladas show. We have with us the amazingly, beautifully talented, entrepreneurial actress. What don't you do? We have Fernanda Kelly.
Hola.
Directly from everywhere. I mean, where have people having you sing you, right?
Well, you know, we've been around, Fer.
Yeah,
I'm so happy to be here, la verdad que it's such an honor.
Welcome. You're actually the first guests to see our new packaging.
No.
Yeah, we have this new packaging coming out in stores. The old packaging was like a full wrap, and now we rolled it out to Vallarta, we rolled it out to Northgate.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully soon other places, but now, you know, at the restaurant. So by the time this video comes out, when people go out to the stores and look for them, you'll see this new packaging. And we've actually lowered the price to consumers, so, you know, micheladas are for the people.
Oh, hell yeah. And you know what's funny, Fer? That I don't know if I saw the first package.
Yeah, you saw like the first packaging.
And Lanzate, remember, you would go to promote on my show that I used to have. And so it's funny how I saw the first package and now I see the first new package. It's like full circle.
Yeah, you've been with us from the beginning, since day one.
Awesome. I remember. Do you still have the car?
Yeah, the Michelada truck. Yeah, we have it at Sunday, every Sunday at Smorgasburg. It's like the DJ truck. When we started Smorgasburg, we used to sell the beer there for everybody, and then we outgrew it. So now it's just a DJ booth.
I love it. It's super cool.
But let's talk about you. Border girl.
Yeah.
You were born in San Diego, but you grew up in TJ.
Yeah.
Did you go back and forth a lot? Did you jump around a lot?
Not much. Only to go to McDonald's, really. I mean, that was like my mom to go to McDonald's, and back then it was like Price Club. Yeah. It was Costco.
Yeah,
but back then it was Price Club. So no, I mean, we were just born in San Diego, thank goodness, because you know how it is, the reality of our situation right now with immigrants. But the idea of just being born in San Diego was something that people would do. Yeah. It wasn't even thought, you know, like, so I was born in San Diego, and then I lived my entire life in Tijuana. I went to school there. I had my friends there. I had everything there.
How old were you when you moved back to the U.S.?
I was 8 years old when I moved to the United States for the first time, and it was because in the house that we lived in Tijuana, the people that owned the house told my dad, like, we want the house back. Yeah. And my dad was like, I really want to have like a better life, and he saw where Mexico was going, like, you know, because it's very sad. I mean,
well, there was a period where like TJ was really a lot more dangerous than it is now. Yeah. I mean, now it's like cool and hip.
Well, it's cool and hip because I think like anything evolves, you know, the gentrification and all that stuff. Pero really, it's very dangerous. It's still very dangerous. Like
can be.
Yeah, like it used to be because of the Arellanos and the cartel and the drugs, and now it's because there is no cartel, there is no Chapo anymore. So everything's a mess. So it's just like it's never safe.
It's up for grabs.
It's a border. It's up for grabs. Town. Everybody wants it, and it's the busiest border in the entire world.
That's right.
Yeah, like the more people cross in that border, Tijuana, San Diego. Daily than anywhere else in the world. So.
Do you still go to TJ?
Oh yeah.
How often do you go?
I go all the time.
Me too.
Because I like to get the beer, the micheladas. I like to get pan dulce, tortillas. None of that good stuff. I don't like it.
Do you have a recommendation? Where do you eat?
I grew up there and I still go to the same places. For example, to get pan dulce, do you know where Mexico is? Instituto Mexico?
It's because
there's
sure we can look it up.
Anyway, so there's a little panaderia like this, and the guy's old and he knows us, and right there, las tortillas en la ley, or like this little mom and pop shop that makes queso fresco. Like I go all around.
That's super dope.
Yeah.
So you're growing up, moved back to San Diego, and then you got into like the bug hit. You want to be an actress. You were saying.
Yeah.
Since you were 8.
Since I was 8, I knew.
What made you or how did you realize that you want to be an actress?
I just remember like I would do homework listening to Rocío Dúrcal, and I would I want to be a singer. I want to be a performer like her. And I would, you know, she would dance with her dresses.
Would you like dance in front of the mirror and stuff?
Oh yeah, like I would wear my mom's clothes. I would get like the thing she would make cake with, like as a mic, and you know, it was our lifestyle. We would present for my mom and for my dad. Like,
did you guys do that, like for like Mother's Day and stuff?
Oh, for all the time. And my parents were like, "Estos niños ya," because me and my cousins, we grew up together. So I always knew, ever since I can remember, and I started doing it ever since. I mean, I remember in 3rd grade, I got one of the cleaners of the Mary Poppins chimney. I was the chimney cleaner.
That's your first role.
That was my first role. It wasn't even like an actual role, but I was like, yes, I'm doing this.
But you did it.
Yeah, so I knew from the beginning.
That's super cool. And how did that transition into like actually acting and being in front of the camera? Did you go straight into it, or because you say you went to college for a while, right?
Yeah, so my dad said hell no to acting. He was like, absolutely not. And,
what did you go to college for? Like, what was the
journalism.
Okay, so that's
because I was like, what can I study that's similar in my mind? But no, nada que ver. Like journalism is the real deal.
Yeah.
You know, you study everything, like the laws and how to write and becoming a newspaper. Like you really do the real thing. And so when I saw that it has nothing to do with what I wanted to do, she's so cute. She wants attention.
Sorry, she's a
co-host. Okay. She's a dog here. I don't know if you see it. I was like, okay, I'm done. That's the long version short, you know, I was like, I'm done. And 2 years into this journalism, and I said, I am applying to any acting school that takes me in. And the reality is NYU took me in New York City, and my dad was just like begging me. He's like, Fernanda, please don't go to New York. Like, we're a united family, like we're very close. And he just felt like I was gonna go all the way to the other side of the world. He's gonna
lose you.
Yeah, Fer. So I ended up applying to Stella Adler Academy, which is where Salma Hayek went, Benicio del Toro, Marlon Brando, like the biggest, amazing, most wonderful actors that I love.
That's here in LA.
It's in New York and in LA.
Okay.
And so the New York people were like, go to the LA one, there's room there for you. And so I got here and I did that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What was the first kind of acting thing you did with them? Was it like straight into like just school, or do they put on plays, I'm assuming?
Yeah. So it's a 2-year conservatory kind of thing. So you're there basically day and night, all day long. And you put up plays at the end of the semester, and it's a 2-year program. So I did many plays, and it's a classical theater, like Shakespeare and Anton Chekhov and like the greatest playwrights.
Do you remember your first play?
I don't remember my first, but I do remember my favorite, Miss Julie.
Miss Julie.
Miss Julie, it's about a crazy in love woman.
Really?
I really love dark roles. Like I love like the heavy ones, the ones that have a lot of meat. Yeah. I love comedy too, and I'm pretty, you know,
You're funny.
Yeah, like I love doing comedy. That's kind of like my nature.
Yeah, you're like physical.
Pero when I get really down and dirty is with the roles have the
deep inside you.
I like to dig.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So then, how did you transition that to then being on camera? Because when we met, you were on Lánzate.
Yeah, I was a TV host. Yeah. You know, it's crazy, porque I never wanted to be a host, and
really?
So no.
How can I accidentally become a host?
Well, you got to start going to auditions of acting. And then have some directors see you and be like, do you want to host my show? Because that's what happened to me. And I was like, and he hired me for Mundos.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know how to talk Spanglish, because in Mexico it was no, o hablas español o hablas inglés. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know how to talk Spanish. Like, I'll teach you if you want to be the host of it. And just like that, I went for a movie role, and then the director saw me and he's like, I want you for my show. And so he taught me how to speak Spanglish, and that was the beginning of my hosting career, and that was like 17, 15 years ago.
And you went straight into your show too.
So I started hosting the show, Mundos. It was called La Conexión. It was worldwide.
Okay,
yeah.
What was La Conexión about?
La Conexión was about things to do in LA.
Okay. Just like a local...
we could basically come to your house and talk about this. And,
like women on the street?
Yeah, MOSs and all that stuff.
What's the MOS?
Men on the street.
Men on the street. WOS.
Yeah, so WOS, MOS.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then, you know, I did that for like a year. Then Telemundo bought Mundo, so they started clean, and they fired everybody, including myself.
Wait, Mundos wasn't part of Telemundo from the beginning?
Not when I started.
That's I assume because of the name.
No. I go way to the beginning of it. Like, nobody was around back in the day. It was just me and Alex Tercero. Do you remember Alex?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, Alex Tercero from Superestrella.
Oh, he was on there too?
Yeah, he was like one of my teachers.
No way.
Yeah, he would teach me how to host, because I'd never done it, so...
Do you remember the first time you were on camera? Like, did you just kind of like, it was like action. You're like, all right, might as well just do it.
Well, the thing is, I had done commercials since I was little, you know, and I had been modeling.
So you're familiar with the camera, you're comfortable.
Yeah, and it's like every time I'm on stage, I feel like I'm where I belong.
Okay.
Or if you give me a mic, or if you give me a script.
Turn the camera.
Yeah, it's like I'm in it.
Okay. What was do you have like a memorable segment where like maybe things didn't go right, but it was like a really good segment?
I have a lot of fuck ups. I mean, yeah, I don't remember exactly maybe at Mundos, but you know, because I am so transparent and honest, I think sometimes people are like, whoa, like, because I remember interviewing one time, but it wasn't for them, it was for Lánzate. I went to, when it was still local, I went to a restaurant, and I don't even know where it's at, but they serve you like burritos like this big with a lot of cheese, amarillo, and all this stuff that's not Mexican. Yeah. And I was like, ¿y esta cochinada se la come la gente? And my mom was like, because when she was watching, she's like, cochinada, you just told the owner, like, cochinada. And I was like, well, this is what this is. Like, this doesn't exist in Mexico. What is this? So just things like that.
What did the owner say? Do you remember?
He started laughing. He started laughing. I mean, that was like, pero things like that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, things like that happen to me all the time. But I don't mean bad, but it's just like, you know.
It's just the reality. Like you're being real.
La neta del planeta, kind of like that.
Planeta.
Yeah, I'm pretty just, yeah.
That's amazing. All right, so you're being a host. Mm-hmm. Tell me about your clothing line. Mm-hmm. Because your clothing line is super dope. You have your shirt on, Con Ovarios.
Con Ovarios.
Right? Yes. Which is like a play on word like con huevos.
Exacto.
Yeah.
I actually launched the sweatshirt con huevos because the couples always ask me like, oh yeah, where's my con huevos? You know, like the guys. So basically I started the clothing line Nitak, not your typical average queen, because people ask me like, you know, how do you do, well, no, let me backtrack. The store is called Nitak, not your typical average queen. And
NYTAQ.
NYTAQ. And then from there, I created the Con Ovarios shirt. And people would ask me, why Con Ovarios? And that's where I was like really thinking about when people would ask me, how do you not give up, Fernanda? They know that I've been around for so many years trying to make it in Hollywood, trying to make it in my career. And I would always answer, pues porque se toma huevos. You know, it's like se toma thick skin, se toma. And then I thought, no, I don't have huevos. I have ovarios. And it's like, that's what it takes, con ovarios. And so that's how I was born. And now it's become something that really represents the way I live.
Well, then let's go back there, because you're saying you started at NYTAQ. I know, sorry. First you started at NYTAQ, and then you did the shirt. So how did you, what made you want to start the clothing line? Or how did you start the clothing line? Well, like with a partnership, by yourself?
Yeah, so after I got laid off from Univision, I have a lot of clothes. I had all these things, you know, from red carpets, dresses, and shoes, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I need to get rid of this. First of all, to make money. Yeah. Because now I'm unemployed, right? And then second, because what am I going to do with all these clothes? I already wore it. You know how it is, like in the industry, you only wear things once, y ya te quemas, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Te quemas.
Sí, ya se lo puso. And I don't care, but it's like, ahí estaba el vestido colgado. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to make money. So I named it Shop Her Closet KM, Kelly Monster, because that's my nickname. Yeah. So I was selling my clothes, pero me dio flojera. I was like, this is a lot of work, like having to take pictures. So my idea was...
Because you can take a picture of one dress and then you sell that dress once. So it's like you have to do the same amount of work for every single thing.
Every single item. I mean, you know. Yeah. And then what I was going to do is put the picture of the dress and let's say like a picture of Ricky Martin, me interviewing him, or me and a picture of you on the set, like so people could know who I was wearing it with. So I was like, no, that's a bad idea. So then I just decided to start doing clothes, which is something completely out of my realm. I'm not into fashion whatsoever, but I just did it. And then I hired like
a friend. But you have attitude.
Yeah, and I have ideas. You know, I'm a creative person, and I have a friend who's really good in the back end of things, like numbers and the apps and Shopify and things that I have no idea about. And I gave her 20% of the company, and then we started.
Because that's what I was going to ask you. How did you? What platform did you guys build on? We're going to cheer.
Okay, cheer, please. I'm
cheer
like,
to
dying to try.
Average queen.
Qué lindo! Oh my God, a ver.
Cheers.
Ay, qué rico está.
There you go. That's a reaction right there. That's the commercial.
It's so good.
It's like the real deal, right? It's a real michelada. It's not just Bloody Mary mix.
I'm sorry. I'm having like a moment. Qué rico. Thank you so much. Okay, now, ¿qué pasó? Se me fue el rollo.
I was going to ask you, what platform do you guys use? Like, you say in Shopify. You guys build on Shopify?
Yeah, so we started in Shopify, and we started selling online, and then we did pretty good, you know.
What was the first item that you guys had? Was it the Con Ovarios?
No, it was so my idea was always to work with women. Yeah. And I wanted one-of-a-kind things. So I looked for designer women like in LA and in Tijuana and friends that I know. And so I found this one Indian designer who made this one denim jacket for me that was amazing. And we called it a tribal denim jacket. Okay. And so we sold that like crazy. And that was the first item that was on the store. Oh my God. And we kind of became popular for it because a lot of people started buying it. Yeah. And everybody knew that it was from Shop Her Closet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the name was still Shop Her Closet?
The name was still Shop Her Closet until last August. Ah. Last August is Nitak. So I'm barely going to be like a year. Wow. Under Nitak.
So Nitak, did you guys make the name Nitak first and then the Con Ovarios shirt?
Yeah. So as soon as we separated, my business partner and I created a new line, like the new store, which was Nitak. And then as soon as I kind of like transitioned, I created the Con Ovarios line. So it was very like one thing after another. Yeah. Yeah. So
what's been the hardest kind of hurdle to go through having the business and having the clothing line?
That you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, absolutely.
You're learning at the moment?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had no idea. I still don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm learning, you know, like I learn from people like your sister, like you, that have done business forever. And like, I looked something to hold on to porque I have no idea. And so you mess up and you got to learn and you cry and you got to keep going.
Yeah, you keep going.
Yeah, so I've learned so many things and I have no idea.
If you can give yourself advice to like when you first like clicked and opened Nitak, today to back then, what advice would you give yourself? Definitely
listen to your voice. We all have a singular voice. Nobody can ever have your voice, Fernando, in your thought, in your mind, in your heart. And I think if we really are true and faithful to that, then that's where the magic happens. Because it's so original, it's so unique, it so belongs to you only, that nobody can replicate it, even if they try and copy it. So definitely learn to listen to your own voice and don't be scared. Like, dale, con todo.
Con ovarios.
Con ovarios. Yeah. Because if I would have done that at the beginning, I would have. But then again, everything's perfect.
Everything's perfect. Everything's for a reason. You learn, right? But still, in this theoretical question world, it's like, you know, you are there things that you would have maybe not done at the time?
Even still, like I try not to go on Instagram and look at other brands. You know, some people think that's good and that's fine. To me, I find zero inspiration in what other people are doing in terms of creative and like, to me, it has to come from something that I want to voice and say, and then it's authentic. Yeah. So then maybe I look, oh, how did Fernando do the label? Oh, okay, I see. But I know what I want to say. Yeah. I'm never gonna copy your idea or your, you know, it's just like, so I don't look at Instagram. I just don't.
You know what I do? I look at everything but my industry. Like I don't like looking at my industry because then it's like, you know, I feel like but I'll look at other things like movies, art, all these things, and I get inspired from that. Yes. And I bring that into what I do because then, you know, it's inspiration instead of trying to either catch up or copy or do something.
Catch up. Yeah. I think when we put ourselves in a position where let me be like them or let me do what they're doing.
You're always playing catch up.
It's horrible. Yeah. It kills your spirit.
Yeah. As opposed to like, let me create this new thing, be in the forefront, and everybody else plays catch up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so true. But I think it takes a lot of maturity, and I think it takes a lot of security in yourself, to really take that route.
Speaking of security, how is it being on stage, right? Like, you're so naked up there. Yeah. Like, is it
very vulnerable?
Do you remember what's been your journey? Kind of like accepting and being yourself, because you say that you feel very comfortable on the camera, you feel comfortable on stage. Was it always like that, or was it like a journey earning that self-confidence and becoming Monster Kelly?
You know, I'm like two people in one. Or three, because the stage is one person, right? Which is not me. It's the character, and then it's the host, the one everybody knows, like in you know,
high energy. And
the one that's always happy and up and done and hair and lashes and dresses and skirts and shoes and being nice. And then it's the real Fernanda, which is I really don't like being around people. I don't like going to parties. I don't like mingling. I don't like small talk. I don't like to talk. So then when people meet you, they're like, oh, she's such a bitch. And it's not that. It's just like, I'm not on. Yeah. I'm just myself. And I'm just like, I want to be in flip-flops without doing my nails. I'm not wearing fake nails. It's like, you know, it's different stages, and I embrace them all because they all give me something so unique. They fulfill something very different in my life. So I've always been comfortable with the way I am, but I've had to learn to make people comfortable with who I am or not.
Okay.
Like, you know, people they get disillusioned when they meet me, or when I don't go to their party, or when I don't go to their event. And it's like, it's not personal. It's just I get anxiety. I really get anxiety from being around people. Yeah. And I'm working on it, but it's like I just don't feel comfortable.
Yeah. No, it's true. I feel exactly the same way as you. Yeah. People assume that because they see you in places that you're like that all the time. Yeah. But it's not. And most people I meet that do the kind of job that you do are actually very private people and I think because it takes so much from you to be on the camera.
It takes your life. Yeah. It takes your soul. Like whenever I do events or like I do hosting gigs, especially like the live hosting gigs, it's like your dream. Like terminas así, like you need a michelada. You need a michelada, you need a beer by the time I'm done. It's like I can get a 6-pack easily. Like I drink every day. Literally
What do you
every
drink?
day. Everything.
Everything?
But my favorite is mezcal.
Mezcal? Okay. Do you have a favorite agave?
No.
Just like espadín. We'll
I don't
try
like
some
tequila.
You don't like tequila?
Any kind of tequila, reposado, blanco, del color que quieras.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Are you into craft beer?
Craft beer?
Yeah. You should get
I like beer. I like alcohol. I don't discriminate. Like
Yeah.
I like gin. I like whiskey. I love wine. As long as it's a bold, heavy like wine. Yeah, I don't like Pinot Noir, like soft. No.
Do you like the Baja wines?
Yeah.
I'm the Baja Reds to me are a little salty, but I gotta I gotta keep trying.
El paladar que tienes. Wow.
But listen, we're talking about wine and stuff.
Well,
But
yeah.
I like micheladas more.
Yeah, I like Pacifico. It's my favorite beer. But
Yeah,
then
of
again,
course.
they're all beer. I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's why you should try getting into the craft beer scene.
Why? Like, what are you talking about?
I'll recommend some breweries. Or come to Smorgasburg on a Sunday.
Ahí venden pura cerveza.
I curate the bar, so I just go around breweries and try beers that I like.
Oh my God,
So
that's your job?
That's my job.
That's a good job to
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
And I just sell beer all
You don't
day.
get drunk? No.
No, not at Smorgasburg. You know what? When I first opened Smorgasburg, I would because people would like come and oh, have a beer with me, and I would say yes to everybody and like try to do that thing. But now it's like,
And actually talking about mezcal, I remember one time I went to you guys' restaurant and I tried for the first time el mezcal con gusano.
yeah,
I was dying. And I did that for the show. I was like, like I was dying. I don't know if you were there, if it was Vicia, but it was like,
now can you do it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, now I've had even like cockroaches.
Yeah.
Like the Madagascar with chocolate, and that's a delicacy.
Did you in Madagascar?
No, in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
En el mercado donde te dan los grillos and they
Yeah.
give you the gusanos and all the other stuff.
I took
that crawl.
I took my mom to Thailand, and they have like all the centipedes and all the other
I went
stuff.
to Thailand. And
Thailand's amazing.
the frog on a stick was just something I couldn't get over. And I don't eat meat.
Oh, you don't eat meat anymore?
No, I just.
Since how long?
7 years.
Congrats.
Yeah. Do you eat meat?
I was a pescatarian for like a year. Now I eat everything.
Yeah.
But I dabble in the idea.
Yeah, so in Thailand, seeing like the frogs like that, it's just like, and then now like in China, por eso está,
It's wild.
yeah, because they eat everything. I mean, hasta serpientes and changos and perros and dolphins, and it's like, I'm not gonna eat you.
You can eat her. She's fine.
No, I'm talking un perro caliente.
That's fine. We'll roast her.
Qué malo.
So what's next for Fernanda?
What's next? I really want to keep growing my line. I have 3 life projects, which is 1, the store, Nitak. So I really see it like big. I have big dreams for it. And I see it in higher and higher and higher end ways. Like I do one of a kind vegan leather jackets.
Oh wow.
And so they're up there, they sell for $700 or for $800 and not because of the price tag that it means something.
No, because that's what it costs.
Because it's one.
Yeah, it's a value.
And an artist does it, and a woman like takes her time to paint it, put her heart there, and it's just to me, art is priceless.
Yeah.
So that, growing the brand, and then I wrote a show based on my life and my 17-year career in television. I'm actually pitching it. The people that I want them to produce have the show already. So I'm waiting for like the green light.
Yeah.
And then I also I'm gonna start a play. I'm gonna play a really important character. Should I say it?
It's up to you.
When does this air?
This will air like in 2 weeks.
Oh yes, okay, so we can say it.
Yeah.
I'll probably share really soon because I haven't even shared it because I've had to kind of like really have it sink in my heart that I'm gonna do this. So anyway, I'm gonna play Frida Kahlo.
The next Frida Kahlo, right?
Yes, I'm gonna play her for the starting
Your true
April and May.
spirit animal.
My spirit animal. I mean, even like my initials, FK, Fernanda Kelly and Frida Kahlo. It's like, I know it sounds silly, but it's like I just feel her so much. I've always have. So to me, it's such an honor, and I'm so grateful that I'm getting this opportunity, and it's in English and in Spanish. So in April, May, you guys are all invited to attend if you're in LA.
Do you know the date? The starting date?
Every weekend starting mid-April. I don't know it yet because I just got the role. Today is the first rehearsal.
Good luck.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Break
know
a
more
leg.
details. Thank you. So yeah, that's it. I mean, it's 3 life projects. I think like those big ones. The show, my store, and now Frida. and whatever life brings me. I don't have a husband. I'm not married.
Are you
I don't have a boyfriend. Yes.
What's
yes.
your type? What's your type? Let's find one right here.
No, I don't know. Just someone that's smart and
a good spirit.
Smart. Yeah, smart and smart. You see, smart and smart, double smart. I like smart conversations.
Yeah.
You don't impress me with anything you got.
Yeah.
You know, physically and money wise. I can get that myself. I need you to be up to par. You know, teach me something. Let's have a good conversation.
Well, if you can conversate.
Yes.
Where can people find you?
I have my social media, @Fernanda Kelly with 3 Ys, and the store is Shop Nitaq, so Shop NYTAQ on Instagram.
And what's the website?
Nitaq.com.
Nitaq.com. Mm-hmm. Fernanda Kelly.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on.
I know, mi Fer. Thank you
so much.
I'm so happy
you got to see the label. Full circle.
I'm so excited for everything that you've built.
Thank you.
For everything that you've created, and it's just such a beautiful feeling to be here and see you again.
Thank you so much.
Gracias a todos.